Hello children, this is Poonam Bagga back again with chapter 1 Rational Numbers. In our previous class, we had learnt the properties of rational numbers. Today, we will be using those properties to solve some of the examples. Here is the first one. Find 3 by 7 plus minus 6 by 11 plus minus 8 by 21 plus 5 by 22. Here there are 4 numbers in the denominator 7, 11, 21 and 22. One method is to take the LCM of all these 4 denominators and solve it. But then some big numbers will be involved and the calculation will become difficult. So to solve it easily, we can do the regrouping part here. Here 7 and 21. Just have a look at it. 21 is a multiple of 7. Similarly, 22 is a multiple of 11. So we can do regrouping here. We can write it in this form: 3 by 7 plus minus 8 upon 21 plus minus 6 upon 11 plus 5 by 22. Which property has been used here? You can see that the order of the middle terms has been exchanged. So, the commutativity property is being used here. Also, the regrouping of the terms involves the property of associativity. We can write here by commutativity and associativity. We can solve these two terms together and these two terms together. यहाँ हमने कम्यूटेटिविटी और एसोसिएटिविटी प्रॉपर्टी को यूज़ किया है. कम्यूटेटिविटी के द्वारा हमने बीच की टर्म्स को आपस में एक्सचेंज किया है और एसोसिएटिविटी से हमने ग्रुपिंग किए टर्म्स की और अब हम उनको एड अप करेंगे. फर्स्ट वी सी दिस वन. द एलसीएम विल बी 21. 7 3s is 21, so 3 3s will be 9 here, plus minus 21 1s are 21, so 8 1s are 8 will be here, plus the LCM will be 22, as 22 is a multiple of 11, then 11 2s are 22, so minus 6 into 2 will be minus 12 here, plus 22 1s are 22, so 5 1s are 5. This will give us 9 minus 8 is 1. Plus and minus are there, so minus will win the race. 1 upon 21 plus minus 12 plus 5. One is minus, the other one is plus. We will subtract. 12 minus 5 is 7 and the sign will be of the bigger number, which is minus upon 22. We will solve this further. 21 and 22 are co-prime numbers. So, their LCM we will get by multiplying both of them. Let us multiply 21 into 22. 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4. Again 2 1s are 2 and 2 2s are 4. This will give us 462 as the LCM. Let us write it in the denominator 462. To get the numerator, we will multiply in cross. 22 1s are 22. Plus and minus will give minus. 21 into 7. 7 1s are 7. 7 2s are 14. This we get. Now again we will subtract because one number is positive and the other one is negative. 147 minus 22 will give you 125, and since the bigger number is negative, so the answer will be minus 125 upon 462. So this was an application of commutativity and associativity. We move on to the next example. Find minus 4 by 5 into 3 by 7 into 15 by 16 into minus 14 upon 9. We have to multiply all these 4 terms. Let us just have a look at the question, and then you will see that 5 and 15, they both are multiples of 5. So, they can be easily cut by 5. Similarly, 4 and 16, they both are divisible by 4. There is also connection between 3 and 9, they can be cut by 3, and similarly 7 and 14. So, what do you understand here? That we should again do the regrouping. We should write it in this way: minus 4 by 5 into 15 upon 16 into 3 by 7 into minus 14 upon 9. Which properties have been used here? First is commutativity, because we have changed the middle term order. A into B, this is A into B, and here we have written B into A. So, commutativity is being used, and because we are regrouping the terms, therefore, the property of associativity is also being used here. We can write it in the bracket by commutativity and associativity. These two terms are being used here. Let us solve these two terms together and these two terms together. We will do the cancellation part. 5 ones are 5, 5 3s are 15, 4 ones are 4, 4 4s are 16. Again 3 ones are 3, 3 3s are 9, 7 ones are 7, 7 2s are 14. What we are left with? Minus here 3 upon 4 into minus 2 upon 3. Again we can cut the numbers. 3 ones are 3, 3 ones are 3, 2 ones are 2 and 2 2s are 4. This will give us minus and minus will get plus. No need to write the plus sign. The answer automatically will mean it is a positive number. 1 ones are 1 and 2 in the denominator. So, this is your answer. I hope this is clear to you. Let us move on to other example. Write the additive inverse of the following. This is very simple. We had discussed in our previous class also. To write the additive inverse, we simply need to change the sign. If it is plus A, then the inverse will be minus A. If it is minus A, then the inverse will be plus A. Here minus 17 by 19 is the question. So, the additive inverse will be plus 17 by 19, or simply you can write 17 upon 19. Right, no need to write the plus because the number itself is positive. It means it is positive. Why this is the additive inverse? Since when we add them, if we will add them, what will we get? They both will be cancelled and we will get the additive identity 0. So, the additive inverse of minus 17 by 19 is 17 by 19. Come on to this part. The additive inverse of 21 upon 112 will be obviously minus 21 upon 112. We will have to simply change the sign. It will be minus 21 upon 112. I hope this is clear again. Let us move on to the next example. Verify that minus of minus x is the same as x for x equal to 13 upon 17. What we need to prove is that minus of minus x is same as x. We have to prove this. we have been given x equal to 13 upon 17. Let us take it to be equation 1. Then we will write its additive inverse. The additive inverse will be what? Inverse of x is minus x, and inverse of 13 by 17 will be then minus 13 upon 17. Why this will be so? Because if we add them, 13 upon 17 plus minus 13 upon 17, we get the answer to be 0, the additive identity. What we conclude from here, that since the additive inverse of 13 by 17 is this, therefore the additive inverse of minus 13 by 17 will be 13 by 17. What does this mean? The additive inverse of minus 13 by 17 is 13 by 17. This can be written as minus of minus 13 by 17 is 13 by 17, and this further implies that minus 13 by 17 is minus x. Let this be equation 2. From equation 2, minus 13 by 17 is minus x. So here we can write minus x in place of this. In place of this, we have written minus x equal to 13 by 17 is x from equation 1. So it will be equal to x. Here we are using equation 1 and 2. This is the result that we needed to prove, and this has been proved. We will further take the second part and it will be much more clear then. We are given x to be minus 21 upon 31. So let us first give it the equation number 1. Then the additive inverse will be minus x, inverse of x will be minus x, inverse of minus 21 will be 21 upon 31. Let this be equation 2. Now they are inverse because their sum is equal to 0. The additive identity, their sum is equal to 0. From this implies, the meaning of this symbol is, this implies, that is, the result coming out from this is the additive inverse of (21 by 31) is minus 21 upon 31. Again this implies minus of 21 upon 31. This inverse of this number minus 21 upon 31 is minus 21 upon 31. Again this implies this minus can be written here minus, in bracket 21 upon 31 is minus x from equation 2. You can see from here 21 upon 31 is minus x. So we have written minus x here equal to this number is x. So here comes x from equation 1 and 2, and this was to be proved. Just rewind the video or pause the video if you haven't understood, and then you will be able to understand it better. Let us move on to the next example. Find 2 by 5 into minus 3 by 7 minus 1 by 14 minus 3 by 7 into 3 by 5. Let us first make it clear in our mind that how many terms are being used here. On looking at it simply, we find that there are 5 terms, but it isn't the case. Whenever there is a multiply sign in between, we consider it to be one single unit. So this is the first term, this is the second term, and this is the third term, because again there is multiply in between. Again, on seeing the question, you will find that in the this is the first term, second term and third term. In the first term and third term, you will be able to see that minus 3 by 7 is common in both of them. So we can take common between both of them. For this, again we will change their order. We can write it as 2 by 5 into minus 3 by 7 minus 3 by 7 into 3 by 5 minus 1 by 14. Again, which property has been used? While changing the order, we have used the property of commutativity, which says that on changing the order of addition or multiplication, here it is for addition, the answer remains the same. What we have done? We have done regrouping, first term, then third term, and then the second term in last. Why we have done so? Because 3 by 7 is common in both those terms. To take it out, we have done this work. Now, to make it much more simpler, we can write it in this way: minus 3 by 7 plus minus 3 by 7 into 3 by 5 minus 1 by 14. What we have done here is, we have written plus here and sent this minus to 3. Now it is easily observed that minus 3 by 7 is common in both the terms. Let us just take it outside. Minus 3 by 7 is taken common, and what we are left with inside? Minus 3 by 7 is out, 2 by 5 inside. Plus, why plus? Because here it is plus. So plus minus 3 by 7 is again outside and 3 by 5 inside. Minus 1 by 14. Which property has been used here? It is called distributivity. By distributivity. Clear? Now we will solve this bracket first. We can write here minus 3 by 7 into, the LCM will be 5 and 2 plus 3 in the numerator, minus 1 upon 14. Minus 3 by 7 into 5 upon 5. 2 plus 3 is 5 minus 1 upon 14. This will give us, 5 will be cancelled. So minus 3 by 7 minus 1 upon 14 is that we are getting. Again take the LCM, it will be 14. 7 2s are 14, so 3 2s are 6. This will give us minus 6 minus 14 1s are 14, so 1 will remain as it is, minus 1. This gives us minus 7 upon 14. Again on cutting it by 7, we get minus 1 upon 2. This is your answer. So these were the examples from your book. In our next video, we will be taking exercise 1.1. Till then, do these questions on your own, try to practice them and try to create your own questions just to get perfection. Till then, have a nice day. Goodbye. Thank you.